Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge.
And here are the games. So first thing you're going to see is Barnyard Roundup from Druid City Games. They had a booth at the Dice Tower Con. It's a little card game for children. It was a little overpriced for my taste for what it is, but I went ahead and, guys, I think the kids will like this one. I was able to get some promos from WizKids Games. The only thing I got from them, I had a lot of the stuff that they had there. But it was really nice to get some promos here. I got one for Thanos Rising and some Harry Potter ones from the Harry Potter deck building game. And I was very happy to get those, and those were free. So thank you for WizKids. I was also able to get this. This is something from Board Game B. She was walking around giving these away for free. Looks like something you can put a little game inside. It's got these kind of made out of wood, and you can put cards inside here. So it might be good for travel. But that is the BoardGameB.com. And she was really nice. She gave a whole bunch of these away. I got one of the big ones. And this is it. So she was giving those. That was free. I was also able to pick up the Network's Teletime. I had already kickstarted the expansion. It was there, so I didn't get that. But I was able to get this. The Teletime is a mini expansion. I didn't get to the Kickstarter for whatever reason. Probably a mistake. But the formal fair was there, and I was able to pick this up. Very happy to get it. Absolutely. Now, the one game from Gray Fox, I have most of their games. I didn't have this game, Multi-Universum. I gotta say, they had great prices at Gray Fox Games at the Dice Tower. Fantastic. This little thing was $12. I was very happy with it. He started explaining to me. I was like, how much is it? He said, $12. I'll just take it. It does play solo, which was great for me. It does have a solo variant inside. It is a very neat little game, and I was able to add that into my collection. The next game I got was Gingerbread House. This was a Grim Tower Defense board game. They were actually giving this away with 2 expansions, which are inside here, that I was able to get. It's a little parody of Star Wars. This is an expansion. And a Walking Dead one. It's a tower defense game. Don't know a whole lot about it. Wanted to support them. And I look forward to playing this game and getting a review out. The other game I got the one game from CGE. I got Codenames XXL. And this is just a giant version of Codenames. It's everything to do with the original one. I'm probably going to get rid of my original now and just play this if I want to break it out. But this will be the giant version, which is great because I hated having those small cards you couldn't really see around the table. This will help out people that I play with bad eyes. We are getting older, and that's what I was able to get from CGE. I do want to point out some games I was able to get. R&R Games, I bought this off somebody. Rajas of the Ganges was definitely 100% a game on my list that I wanted to add, so I was happy to get this. But I do want to point out that I got it second hand. Thank you very much. And I had a friend come in. He was giving away games. So let's talk about what we got here. Apples to Apples to Go. Got this for the kids. They're going to enjoy this quite a bit. We actually played this in the room. Funny story is my son, who cannot read, ended up winning. If you ever play this game, you know that's total luck and randomness, but it was a really good time. My friend also had this game. Now this is called Atmosphere, and it's a huge big box. But it's an old VCR game that's really cool, and I was kind of excited. Apparently the video's on YouTube. So I'm going to check those out. Same friend gave me both these games. Thank you very much. Now I want to point out some of the stuff I got for free just for attending the Dice Tower, in case you're ever curious about this. I was able to get some promos here for this game. It's not listed on here what this is. I'll have to figure that out. Master of Orion. And I got a card for that. Pollution Processor. I got a mini expansion for Legends of Andor 7 through 9, which I'll be happy to add in. I like that game quite a bit. I was able to get some for Coup. Somehow 2 got my bag, so I have one I can do a little giveaway on, I guess. A Stop Thief. And I got a Legend Dread promo, which I'll be putting to good use. Millennium Blades, which is a game I have. You see the Chunky Smooth, the Dice Tower one. I got Vault Wars, which I like Vault Wars quite a bit. Viral. Now this one got bent a little bit on home, but it does have Vassalitis, you can see here. And my Escape got a little bent up, but it's Queenie 14 for Escape. That'll be really fun to add in. I was also able to get these promos for free. This is for Rocketeer items. And then it looks like we got something here for Flip City with the Trade Center. Has the Dice Tower Con on it. An office building, which is the Dice Tower headquarters. Very cool. I like that game quite a bit. And everybody got one of these in their bag. It's Poachers. It's a new scenario for Robinson Crusoe with Klausing on the other side. Oh, it's just in a different language. So it is Poachers. So you're able to get all of that for free. Also in our swag bag, I do want to point out, we got Civilization. So if you've been playing this game and you attended Dice Tower Con, everybody got a free copy of this in their bag, in their swag bag, if you will. And this one's Bubbly Pop, which I ended up playing in the room from Quick Simple Fun. Really it feels like an app type game, but I had a really good time actually playing it solo. It does play 1 or 2 players, but everybody got a copy of this for free if that interests you. Now I want to talk a little bit about what I got here from R&R Games, which is one of the coolest company. I was able to get Igor the Dice game, but they accidentally forgot to put it in my bag. I've contacted them. I'll show you a picture of it right here. But Igor Dice was the first game. Me and my kids, we picked out Artifact Stack, which it looks like a little card game that you'll be playing about archaeology and stuff. That'll be really neat. So that was the second game I got. And my son picked out Gobblestones. He really liked the cover of this. It's a game of stones. Not the kind of stones, but 30-minute game for kids. You see me moving around the board. My son is really into games. He's 5. He really was attracted by this game. So we picked that one up. And the last one I got, the fourth one I got from Dragon Island from R&R Games. As you can see here, that's by Mike Fitzgerald. He's a very famous game designer. You have a very striking board, box art there. And you have these tiles that you're put out. It looks like you're moving dragons around and stuff. My son was totally into the dragons. That was really, really cool that we were able to add that to our collection. And now we're going to turn our time to Big Kids Games. We were able to pick up Gondola. Now, I don't know much about Gondola. I did like the Gondola. It looks like a racing game, as you can probably tell from the back. One thing I did like about it is that it plays in about 15 minutes per player, so it can be kind of short. I'll be honest, I thought that was 15 minutes. I just now saw it's 15 minutes per player, but that's fine. We can have a little bit of a racing game with Gondola. That'll be pretty neat. So that's one of 2 games I got from Big Kid Games. The second one is a game that I wanted on Kickstarter, and for one reason or another, I just missed it. Montana, the Heritage Edition. Now, my buddy was a little bit sore that I got this before him because he Kickstarted it, but we played this. It's a great game. The box shows that you get these minis in it. That is not true. Those were upgrades that you had to pay for, and there was additional money that you could purchase at the con for this game. They sold it to me, but didn't have any in stock. After I got back to my table and realized it wasn't there, so they're going to be sending that to me. Thank you very much. This is a great game. I liked it really, really quite a bit, and it plays very quickly. So it was a huge, huge hit for me. Probably one of my favorite games I played at the con. So let's jump into Cool Stuff Games, who happened to be there. I was told Tom Vassell was selling some games. You can see these are open, and they were cheaper. This was only $5 for Centipede. And they had these rubber bands on them, and you just kind of took hope that everything was inside. But being Tom Vassell and being well known, I know it wouldn't be on purpose if they were missing anything. But so I got Centipede for $5, already open. If you've seen his review, this is the review copy that came in the box. And then we had, let's see here, a couple more things. They had a ding and dent that was going on. I went ahead and purchased Descent. Some of these have price on it. I don't want to keep talking about price, but this was $12. And this takes everything from my Descent Season 1, first edition, and converts it to Season 2. I wasn't sure if I had it or not. I don't think I did. So I was able to just go ahead and pick it up while it was on ding and dent. Very good there. I saw the Downforce new expansion. This was really cool. This is brand new. They were selling these there. But I particularly like these little loops that you had here and kind of the dirt racing on it. So I'm really excited to have more. And I was getting a little bit bored of just what came in the base games. I played it a lot. So it was cool to be able to add that into the collection to get more boards. That's always a plus. I also found this on sale, which was a Game of Thrones playmat. This is the Lannisters. Everybody was like, you got the Lannisters. But I don't care. I like it. And it's nice just because it's not too busy. I don't like my player mats to be too busy. I like it kind of like this where it's really nice. It's not the thickest thing in the world, but it'll be fine for my table when I don't have the Geek Chic opened up. So let's see what we got next. We got Legendary World War Hulk. Anybody who knows me knows that Legendary is one of my favorite games. So adding it to the collection was a must. And I have all the expansions, so I just instantly bought this. And it looks like it has everything to do with some World War Hulk. I'm sure that's something in the Marvel Universe, but more Hulk is always good for my collection, which I can't complain too much. Okay, let's see what we have here. If we can get it over here without knocking it over. Another Tom Vassell game that I got already open. This actually didn't know much about it. It struck my fancy mostly because it looked like a Super Nintendo game, which he tore apart in the review. Fire of Eidolon, I guess that's pronounced. But it actually was very striking to me. I like the pixel stuff. I love Super Nintendo as a kid. So if you can see here, you're kind of going around and looking, and you go on an adventure, looking for, I guess, the Fire of Eidolon, what I could tell from the rules and from But it's really neat how it looks like a Super Nano, Super Nintendo. It was good enough for me, I suppose. If not others. I haven't played it yet. We'll see what the review is like when we get there. I also found a Stronghold game, Fabled Fruit. This has been on my list for a while. I've heard people talking about it. I never played it. It was in a ding and dent. I don't know if it was a regular price or not, but it was just an opportunity for me to finally pick it up. Stronghold games are really good, so I was happy to get something from them at the con and add it to my collection. Then we had Pioneer Days, which is probably, I know I said Montana, but thinking it through, this is probably the hit of the con. My group played this a lot at the con. This is a fantastic game from TMG. I don't know if it was Kickstarted or what, but I missed it. I love the Old West theme. This is a great game. I like it quite a bit. I'll be doing a more formal review, but I'm not going to hide anything here. I do like this game quite a bit, and I got that from Cool Stuff Games at the convention. And then I wasn't going to buy this game, but everybody kept talking about it. I did like the first one. Yeah, it was alright. You're trading things, and this one's pretty good, so I'm going to stick with it. I'll try out Century Eastern Wonders. These little themeless things, just, I don't know if they interest me all that much. But I'm going to check that one out. And I was excited to get it as some other people were. But Cool Stuff came in with some games at the last moment, so I went ahead and picked it up and thought, I'll check it out. Now, Vikings Gone Wild is the next game. I got this from Cool Stuff. I thought it was really cheap compared to a lot of the other games that were at the con. I thought the prices would be pretty expensive, except for a few, like Gray Fox games. This was only $33, and I played this last year and didn't like it because I didn't know combat was so important. And then I thought, you know what? I did have fun. I like the look of it. I'll try it again. And I liked it quite a bit that I went back and got the other expansions. I got Ragnarok, which adds cooperative. Vikings Gone Wild, the Guild Wars, which adds a 2+2 onto the game. And then you're going to see the Vikings Gone Wild, kind of a Magic, which I haven't played with yet, and Masters of Element. If that's not everything, this is everything they had at the con. So I bought them out of what they had for Vikings Gone Wild, which I actually enjoyed quite a bit. And it's probably the game I played the most at the con. It plays really quickly, so it's not, a hard thing to get to the table and get it moving. And we had a good time. One of my buddies with me really liked it. We wanted to try out all the expansions. We didn't get through them all, but we definitely liked it. Another Tom Vassell special that we got, Dwarves in Trouble. I kind of bought these unseen. I just kind of liked the artwork. It was a cheap game. It didn't cost very much. I kind of bought it on a whim. After watching Sam Healy's review, I'm not sure it's going to be something I like. But, you win some, you lose some. At least it gives me something to review. So Dwarves in Trouble. Not something I would probably tell you to go out and get based on his review. Now, let's see what we got here. Let's move on to Haba. So at Haba, my son picked out Dino World, which is a card flicking game. You can see here, we played this a lot already. Went over really well. This thing was only $10, so it's not a huge investment that you're making for that game. Karuba Jr., here we go. You can see Karuba was a very famous game. Won a lot of awards. You can see it's been messed down to kids. I thought this one was a little overpriced. I mean, $30 for a kid's game is quite a bit. But it looks like something maybe I can play with the kids for quite a while. You're going to be trying to find the treasure with the people. The pirates will be coming and be flipping over tiles and moving them. If a pirate comes up, you move the ship. We demoed it, and it was good enough. The kids liked it, and I think that it might be a favorite moving forward. Now, this one I thought was really cool. So this is called Shaky Manor, and my son really liked this. I let them look at it. I should say that the Haba game was... no, this is Blue-Orange. So we're moving on to Blue-Orange now. So what we got at Blue-Orange was Shaky Manor. This was great because it's buy one, get one free. So what you're going to be doing here in this one, which is pretty cool, they had it for demo, you're trying to get, let's say in this case, the person and 3 of the cubes in the red room. As you can see here, you can kind of move these things around, the ball's flowing. And what you're trying to do is get the person, you're trying to get 3 cubes in the spot. And you have these cards that you'll put out. But my son really liked it. He on the ride home from the con, he was moving this around and playing with it, which was very cool to see him do. And then the one my daughter picked out, which she liked quite a bit, was Pool Party. This is going to be, it's kind of like, almost like Ants in the Pants, if you will, if you played that as a kid. So you're going to have this pool in the center here, if you can see it, and you'll be pushing these down like Ants in the Pants, and they'll fly up. You got to try to get them into the pool. And everybody's moving at the same time. If you get all of yours in before everybody else, you win. I don't know the longevity of a game like this, but it's cute, and the kids liked it quite a bit, and the theme was like right on. So let's see what else we have here. We have basically our games. I wanted this last year at the con and didn't get it. This is the expansion secrets for Castles of Mad King Ludwig. By the time I went back on the last day to get it, it was sold out. So I got it on the first day here. I was very happy to get it, and it's a pretty cool expansion, so I'm happy with it. Okay, I got 2 other games here that are very similar to me that I picked up. This is Tom Vassal's collection that was selling there, from my understanding. Hope nobody gets mad at me for saying that if it's not true. This is $20. I thought the artwork was really cute. I like the Monster Mash kind of theme here with Frankenstein's monsters, the mummy, you get a witch, werewolf, and Dracula. His review wasn't that great on it, but he plays a lot more games than I do. But it looks like a nice little family game that we can play, as the kids get older. And the theme is really cool. I'm going to leave this here for a reason. It's from You Play It Games, which I've never heard of before. This game actually, is from the same company, kind of the same thing, where it's an alien, you got these people fighting off the aliens. Same thing, the theme just drew me in, and we thought that was really cool. So there's some really cool components with these cars, with these lights on it. These pawns aren't that great, but the UFO is really cool. I just saw that, thought, that might be fun to play. Something different, something I've never heard of. Something, I probably would never go look for. And that's one thing I kind of want to point out about these games is a lot of times, you get things you probably wouldn't search out for. I wouldn't ever search out for these games. 1, I never heard of them. And 2, I don't know what the quality is. But since you're there, they're on sale. You want to support the people that are there. Sometimes you buy things maybe you wouldn't have bought. It's a great way to learn new games and get some things that maybe you wouldn't normally buy. It's great exposure for the companies. Because, they weren't there. But some of these companies, like, I don't know that I ever would have known about Shaky Manor, for example. But because they were there and demoing it, I was like, let's get that. And they put it on sale. I was like, home run. And some of the companies were really good about that. Other ones, were really pricey. But I got to say that was an absolute win for me. So this is what I got from the haul, from the Dice Tower Con. This is my haul. And I wanted to show it to you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. Lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing.